Welcome back to my YouTube family. Hope you're all doing well, doing good after this fine Labor Day. Hope you took the Monday off and did some fun stuff. Let's see, what did we do? We went to the mall. We looked for some Labor Day sales, but it turns out there's not a lot of Labor Day sales at the mall, or at least the one I went to. We checked out a lot of board game shops and stuff. We're kind of getting into this new Monopoly phase again. I say again because there was a Monopoly phase, but it wasn't long-lived. But now we played a game of Monopoly, me and Leah, my wife, and now we're like, shit, we gotta play the same version of the game, but with 10 different skins. So, like you notice, in most board game shops, there's the Monopoly section, with all the different types of Monopolies. And to our dismay, there was none on sale for Labor Day. So, we exited the store with no Monopoly and just went home and played the same version. But anyways, today we're drawing the Joker, the Dark Knight Joker. I've drawn a few before. I believe the Batman animated series one and the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, but I was surprised when I realized I haven't yet drawn the Heath Ledger Joker, the legendary Joker of them all, in my opinion. This Joker redefined the role for the character for me, in a way. Redefined, because after I saw this Joker, I didn't really know that there were some stories of Joker where he did I believe the technical term is called the Glasgow smile or something. Maybe I said it different, but the whole idea of him cutting a smile into his face was so dark and interesting to me that that's when I kind of spurred off into my phase of checking out all the different kind of versions of the Joker. And I did come across the New 52 one with the cut off face. That is another one that I want to draw. Maybe that'll be the next one, because I seem to be doing these Jokers yearly. I have a 2019 Joaquin Phoenix Joker, a 2020 Batman animated Joker, and now this is a 2021 Heath Ledger Joker. So I always tell myself I'll get into drawing more of them more often, but I just end up drawing one a year. And the ones that I do have left that I would like to complete are the New 52 and the original Batman one with Jack Nicholson. But yeah, trying to get through this one was a challenge because, his face is very distinct, and trying to kind of blend my style with the way his crazy face is. He has this weird upper lip that just protrudes forward, and trying to nail that was a bit of a challenge. But hopefully you enjoy. Sit back, grab a yogurt or something. That's what I got, and I've been putting banana granola in it. Got a coconut flavored Chobani yogurt with some banana granola. Hey, that'll get you through the morning. It is the morning, by the way. I record these super early in the morning, because for some reason I have been getting up around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. each day for a couple years. And I think it's just because I worked it into my, the way I kind of manage my time with projects and everything. So now it's just kind of permanent. So I just have this alarm clock in my head that wakes me up at 5 a.m. It used to be my old cat, Mochi. She would jump on the bed and bite my nose or lick my face around 4 a.m. so I could feed her. But she has passed, and very peacefully. Such a old, strong girl. But now Mochi, thanks to Mochi, I've created this indefinite clock in my mind that makes me just shoot my eyes open at 4 to 5 a.m. And then what I'm thinking about is I think I'm just gonna kind of deconstruct a bit how I manage my projects and manage my time. because maybe it'll help any of you who may have multiple projects that you're juggling and how to manage your time. Maybe it won't, but I figure, when it comes to advice, I'm not the best at giving it, but I can say what I have kind of adapted to, and in some way it seems to be working. But yeah, so this is kind of how I manage my time. And to start it off, I could put Funko at the top, my day job, or your day job, whatever day job you got. You want to have that as the main priority, no matter what. And then everything else is like a side project, or your own personal art, or your own personal business, or whatever. But if you don't have, a sustaining income to help you create what you want, in the background, then for me, I don't see that it's a good way to go about things, So from 7:30 to 4 is pretty much my clock-in time, and I will focus on all of the pop stuff and all of the Funko work that I got. And sometimes during lunch, I'll either bust out sketches for things that I'll work on later in that night. Such as sketches for things like this, like the Joker, or pretty much all the stuff you would see me post on my Instagram. And so when you have a day job and you have multiple other projects you want to be working on, you have to carefully plan how you want to work, knock everything out while still kind of sustaining sanity with your sleep and your work-life balance and everything. And I think I've almost kind of nailed it, but I'm still working on it. So usually what happens is I'll wake up at 4 or 5, and seeing as I'm helplessly addicted to Genshin, I knock out all of the dailies there. I definitely follow the whole work-play thing backwards. So I knock out all that, and then that's usually around 5 or 6 that I have time to either set up what I'm gonna post or record a YouTube video, record audio. The videos don't take long to make, seeing as it's just playback of what I had drawn the previous day or the previous, drawing. So I just throw that in Splice and I mix it together, work on it, and then I'm usually done by the time I can clock in to start working with my day job. And then by the time I clock out at 4, I will usually take 4 to 6-ish to just hang out with my wife and play with my cats, play video games with her, watch a movie or something, eat dinner. And then from 6 or 7 to nighttime, we're usually turning down. She's probably playing The Sims or something, and I'm usually working or drawing a commission piece or something like this Joker. I drew this, at nighttime when we were turning down. So I've kind of found sort of a pretty good balance between it all. And then I have my webcomic, Sincerely Elise, which pretty much all other free time that I have when it comes to art goes to, just because I kind of believe in it and want it to eventually be a thing that I can sell at conventions and on my website, just to put something into the world to say that I did it, And my whole schedule with that is kind of wonky, but I put out a page a week, and I'm just that's kind of the maximum of work I can do within a week for something like Sincerely Elise with all my other stuff that I'm doing. So but making a schedule for it was super important. Otherwise, I would not get anywhere in this comic. If you want to make a comic, you have to set a schedule to make pages. Because if it's not a hardened schedule that you're pumping out these pages and everything, it's gonna fall to the wayside, and it's happened to me so many times. But yeah, you just gotta find these pockets of time in your day where, if you're just not doing anything, or say you're just sitting around with your family or whatever, or just kind of on Reddit or watching the news or something, just have something to draw on in front of you. And I know that kind of goes back to my whole paying attention to whatever you're watching in front of you versus while drawing, but like I said in that last video, I find things that, you know, aren't really worth my time to fully pay attention to. So that's kind of where that comes in. That being said, I, like, right before I released my art book, it got really super sort of dodgy with the timing, and I had all these commissions, and at the same time I was blessed to have a couple sponsored posts from Copic and Arteza, and so I had all of those going on, the creation of the book, doing the commissions for the reward filling, and then my wedding was also coming up. So like not February, like March, April, May-ish, all the way to August was just like an absolute blur, because I also had Mermay in May. So in each thing I kind of followed the same sort of schedule, but I was kind of dedicating days to different things. So it'd be like Monday, work on commissions; Tuesday, work on a couple mermaid drawings; Wednesday, focus on finishing up the book and putting out orders and making like graphics and stuff for social media. And then, so if you do have multiple projects and they don't all have like a super set deadline, or it's like a deadline way in the future, if you dedicate certain days to each project, that's kind of what I've found to be a bit more optimal when you're trying to kind of make those deadlines. And you also need to have a good sense of how long things take you. Like for me, I like this Joker drawing. It takes about 3 hours, you know, roughly 3 hours for all of the sort of traditional on paper artwork that I'll do. Like it'll take an hour to sketch out whatever it is, and 2 hours to ink and color it. But yeah, I'd say if you have a really good idea of like how long a piece takes you, or how long your artwork in general takes you to finish, that's kind of the first key to understanding how to lay out the rest of your time management if you do have a busy schedule. And yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say on that point other than just get out there, show people your work, try to apply for jobs or freelance positions, and then you'll have work coming in no time if you have the portfolio to show for it. Coming to the end of this Joker, this time I made the clips just slightly more sped up so you could get more of the content of me drawing it instead of just like full cuts. So I hope you liked that. Please like the video if you liked it, leave a comment, tell me which Joker was your favorite or something, and I'll catch y'all later. Take care.